you so much. Hello, pirates. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Sorry for joining late. Some difficulties. That means we are going to do something great. uh, okay, let's start with today's session. I can see there are a lot of participants now. Um, the language for this session will be English. Is it fine for everyone? आवाज नहीं आ रहा है आप लोगों का.
Yes, sir.
Okay, ठीक है. So then we'll start from the beginning. Still some participants are joining. I'll just post a message in the group that session is started, and then I'll start sharing my screen. Ah, okay, so how many of you are trading in Bank Nifty? Hello? Just write down in chat. Okay, this batch will be different than the previous batch, although we are going to cover a lot of topics from the agenda, which is already available on our landing page, on our sessions page. But I can see there are 5 participants, those who are trading in Nifty and Bank Nifty. What is the situation for others? Are you guys trading or you are just investors? Okay, Nifty, investor, fine. Okay, so today's session majorly we are focusing on understanding index. Definitely, uh, it is going to help us in understanding stocks, building position in stocks. But majorly, we are focusing on understanding index first, and index, whatever index is going to reveal, can help you out in doing anything with any other instrument. Okay. So let me just start with the landing page where I have claimed so many things. We will address one by one and then we will switch to the actual topic for today. So, okay, still participants are joining, and the interface of Zoom has also changed. So, I am facing some challenge in understanding which part is where, like comments, how to chat, how to hide participants. I'm not sure. So, this is my first session after a month, and Zoom has changed a lot of things. So, let me share my screen and okay, one clicking on share button. And now I got it. Yeah. So let's take a base discussion around the agenda, which is already mentioned on our landing page. If you're tired of stop losses, you're hunting, stop loss hunting, and if you want to change your mistake, like suppose everyone who is participating in stock market, they assume they have done some mistake in some of the trades, but understanding the mistakes from our side and understanding mistake from market side, those are two different stories. Sometimes we tag, if we are not doing right, if the trade is not taken in the right way, we consider that is our mistake because we might not have learned it completely. But there are some active manipulations which are done in the Indian stock market, and those are not our mistakes. Those are just a lack of understanding. If you can, if you can have some understanding about the manipulation, you can definitely flip those all the mistakes into your profits, and that is what we are going to learn. And in this session we are not going to visit technicals, fundamentals, option chain, indicator, support, resistance, order flow, market profile, volume profile, all the jargons we are going to skip because the entire session is based on one simple understanding: outcome or output. Okay, my screen is visible to everyone.
Yes. But how to remove this? Everybody's name and everything is appearing on screen. How to change that?
Everybody's name is appearing on the screen.
So because of which, your screen comes below and I'm not able to see the full screen. ऐसा
Okay.
थोड़ा change हो गया.
कुछ तो चेंज हुआ जूम के साथ. Let me check.
I think I'm getting it side by side.
Okay.
Okay, I'll do it.
Okay. So you got the resolution.
Kind of, yes.
Fine. Then we'll switch back to the topic.
Yes, I got it on the side.
Okay. So we were talking about not referring to all these jargons. The only simple answer to this is, let me just open the blank presentation. So I have reduced this session to practical understanding, and we are not going to refer any PowerPoint presentations. Uh, before Black Pearl uh, 14, there were a lot of sessions where we were discussing majorly about the theoretical aspect. So first we were discussed about concepts, and then we were discussing about the applications of that concept. But this session, Black Pearl 15, I am going to address directly to the application. Why? What is changed in this session? Because now we have ready-made indicator. We need not to understand everything. We just need to understand how to handle that indicator. And in today's session, I am going to explain you the background thinking which we are applying to that indicator, so that in future if you are utilizing this indicator, you can definitely identify some flaws or identify some improvement areas, and we can accommodate those improvement in the indicator. So I'll say 90% of the things are already done. You need not to worry about 90% of the processing which every trader needs to do while taking trades in the market. What you should do now is 90% efforts are already taken. You need to put your 10% efforts in understanding the indicator and refining your understanding, refining your views based on the indicator, refining your psychology, improving your conviction based on that indicator. But definitely, to get the background why this indicator is so strong, you should have some background of this indicator. Otherwise, it is not going to build a conviction on your side, right? That's the reason I'm explaining you the thought process behind the indicator, how we come to this clarity. And once the clarity is known to your mind is going to believe it. And these two lines will sit inside your mind and will help you to not to overtrade, not to trade on noise, understanding clarity in the price, and trading what is suitable for your mind. So basically, this change is going to happen with you. So if we talk about stock market, there are majorly two important things. One is input and another one is output. As we are talking about stock market, you might expect we will talk about candlestick pattern, chart pattern, maybe other indicators or option chain. We don't need that. All those fall into this category. If you are studying chart, the chart is the input which is created to distract retailers. The chart pattern is the information freely made available to the retailer so that they can easily identify chart pattern and they can participate in the market. So chart pattern we are considering as an input. It is a part of technical study. Candlestick patterns, option chain. Option chain is also, it is like OI data we are talking about. OI data is important for derivative, but this is also sophisticated trap. The data is shared with the participants so that they understand the data, they think they understand the data, and when they are taking some action based on that data, they are going to miserably, they are going to fail for uh, it is like they are going to win for some situation, win in some situation, but they are going to fall more than their uh, winning situations. It is like market is scripted. Out of 5 days, 2 days you will be winning, 2 days you will be losing. While you are winning something, definitely there will be a greed and you are going to book profit early. While losing, there is another chemical reaction happening to your mind. It is the simplest chemical reaction which trader cannot handle. And once we understand that simplest reaction, it is nothing but adding hope into the wrong chemical. If you are adding hope into greed, it is going to ask you to book profit as early as possible. If you are going to add hope into fear, it is going to ask you to wait. So when we see this kind of chemical reaction, adding hope into fear, when our position goes into the loss, our chemically infected brain says wait, because you are in fear and market has shown you green, and once it will show you green again, then book the profit. Till then, you should wait. And that's the actual reason. Because of this chemical reaction, we our mind is not allowing us to close that position, and then it goes from a small loss to unlimited loss or big loss, right? On the positive side, if you might have watched loss multiple times, and for the first time you're watching profit, then your mind asks you greedily that book this profit first or you're going to lose it, and we cannot hold bigger profits because greed plus hope is creating a chemical reaction which is asking us to desperately take a decision and get out of the market. Okay, so this is how chemical reactions are formed with different ways. It can be formed by news, it can be formed by balance sheets displaying, or it is distributing the information with AGMs or company level information, bonus information, or management information, publishing to public domain so that retailers can address those information. If you are aware of multiple indicators, they are also giving some information, and they are also helping us to understand the same market in different way, and we think that we understood the entire structure because of the indicator. But indicator lags the price action, because if there is nothing in price, it will not be available in the indicator. The indicator's result is based on what is there present in the price. So everything comes to the price. And if you see, these all the inputs are nothing but distractions for retailer, and retailers are spending good amount of time in understanding distractions. And that's the reason whenever they are using this understanding in live market, they are failing miserably. So we are not focusing on all the inputs, or we are ignoring all the inputs. We know one fact, that market is driven by one set of participants, that is FI. And how? There should be some logic, right? If I'm stating something, I should not claim anything without a basic logic. So basic logic, if there is some movement in the price, that movement is always directly proportional to the money. If the person who is understanding chart, he understood the chart, based on his chart understanding, he has built one position with his limited money. Do we really feel he is going to change the price action, or he is going to move the market in his way? The answer is no, right? I'll also interact with you, because I think normally when I start speaking, I it is like one-sided conversation. Currently, I'm learning how to make it interactive. So whenever I'm asking something from your side, please try to write into chat box so that it will be also easy for me to understand from my side whether we are following in the right way or not. Okay, please support me. So money is not enough. Those who are charting specialists, money is not enough. Those who are reading OI, money is not enough. Those who are reading news, the news now are global news. So we think the market is highly responding to the global news, like Trump's tariff. There is an illusion that market is responding to Trump's tariff, but the response, the current response which is being seen in the chart, is already written 1 year back or 2 years back in the market, that this is going to happen. Do you want to see this on the chart? I'm going to show you this on the chart. If we are talking about any balance sheets or any fundamental study, P/E ratio, maybe there are a lot of fundamental studies. I'll just show you what are the fundamental studies. Just a moment. When we talk about fundamentals, screener.com. I'll just remove everything from the screen. So R power, I'll take an example of R power. And this is how R power financial data is published. 2022 20, 21, 22, 24, 25. Then there will be some announcements. Then there will be some rating updates, whatever is going to happen to this. Then there are some balance sheets, so some reserves, some borrowing liabilities, and lot of the participants do have some understanding based on all this data. If you look into the chart, technical person studies this chart. There are some analysis which are based on the other peer comparisons. There are some analysis based on quarterly results. We are not going to process anything out of it, because if you are processing anything out of it, it has never proven that it has a direct relation to the outcome which is happening on the chart. Profit and loss statement, if you go and read this, even now AI tools are there, and many of the YouTubers or the fin influencer are now stating that AI can process this information in completely different way, and we can conclude by processing this information, and it is going to give us a right direction, at least what is going to happen to the stock. But don't just go with the AI thing, because AI understands the data, but AI does not understand every data, and there is some additional capability or additional help AI need from our side to make them understand the same data in completely different way. So processing this information can generate some certain level of result, but that result will not give you a clear direction that in which side the market is going to move, which side the stock is going to move, and how long the stock is going to move. Based on all this parameter, if you are coming across any of the tool which are currently present in the market, and it is going to tell you what is going to happen to R power, what I am going to share with you today will be challenging all those analysis. And I am going to give you a clear understanding about R power, although it is not part of index, but this is how the stock is manipulated and its reflection is present on index. So underlying, for every index, the underlying is a stock, and there are a lot of stocks who are responsible for that underlying movement, and that's the reason index is moving. So even some of the FIs have built their position in R power. Although if we are not going to study everything, we will just refer to one simple point: who is putting their money in the stock. So this line is very important for us, nothing else. If when this line is important, if we are seeing something on the chart, we just need to go to screener and check whether the action which are taken on the chart is driven by this entity or not. It should give you the same impression. So what you can currently see on the screen, just answer to my question: is FI participation increased over the period in the chart? In these numbers, is it showing that? Just say yes or no in the chat box. Right? When they have changed their participation, when they have increased their participation drastically. After which point? March 2024, right? And this is only one study we are referring, because it is helping us to support our decision or support our analysis. What is the analysis which we need before coming to this page? Which is very simple. We will go to the chart, R power. Now I have also created indicator for stock. So I also show you the power of that. And I'll just mark R power chart. I'll go to the chart. After learning this two lines theory, you need not to go out of these screens. Only this screen is enough for you to process all the information. Okay, we need not to switch to anything. So in this, there is lot of information which FIs are revealing. And once you know that information, you will also start getting the same insights like FIS footprint, what I have claimed in this. Don't miss the Pearl Mine indicator, which is helping us, which will help us to understand what kind of trap FIs are putting in the stock or the index, and how to understand those in real life market and trade on basis of our understanding without any fear. Okay. So before coming to that topic of R power, let me just address how many of you belong to this category. I just want to know in today's participation whether I'm addressing to right people or not. Are you someone who is new to stock market or struggling with technical or fundamental study? Just mark point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and just check and just respond in chat box that you belong to. You have the one of the issues. Like if you have first issue, just mark 1. If you don't have second issue, skip that. 1, 3, 5 like that. Please mark. Please mark in the chat box before proceeding so that I'll understand who I'm addressing to which kind of participant. Fourth. Okay. 2. Big losses, small profits, good. 1 to new to stock market, good. Ruchir is also 1. So may 4 participants are new to the market. What about others? The keyboard is free. You can definitely type something on keyboard. Yes, 5. Confidence gone, capital gone, fear of entering trade without growing. 2, 3, 4. Good. 1 big loss is carrying small profits. You tried off many trainers, Telegram groups. And then Nifty Bank Nifty levels, but FIs trick you. 2 and 4. 1 big loss and Nifty Bank Nifty. So I can see the mixed level of participants. Some of the participants are mentioning 1 big loss. That means they are old to the market. Some of the participants are very old that they are also mentioning the capital is gone and there is fear in entering the trades now. But don't worry, we are going to cover all the topics, and I can 100% assure you after attending this session you need not to go to any of the YouTube, Telegram. Even if you want to read the book, the first step before reading the book is sit with price. If anyone suggested you, so normally we ask people, can you suggest any good book for me for trading or investment? And people directly suggest the book. It is like go and read Trading in the Zones or Stock Market Wizard, or there are Japanese candlestick pattern. Okay, but the 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 one who is suggesting you the book, I don't feel that's the right way. Why? Because if you're going to spend 2.5 month, just try to understand this. What we need to do is just to spend 2.5 month with the price. First, start to communicate with the price. First, start to understand what price is saying. Price is sometimes it is screaming in our ears that it is going to burst, it is going to consolidate sideways, it is going to do something, but we are not respecting its voice. What we are respecting is the opinion of others. I am asking you to sit with price 2.5 months without even any understanding. Just closely observe the price, what it is doing. Whatever observation I am going to share with you, which I have observed over last 7 years now. So first document which I published in 2017, and whatever I have mentioned in that, it is a 16-page document. If you are really interested, for new participants, if you are really interested, just post your interest in WhatsApp. I'm going to share that document with you, and you will find that document is prepared in 2017 by understanding FI's footprints, and the document is still valid in today's market. And we are in 2024. Still, nothing has changed. lot of people says there are new participants in the market. After COVID, market structure is changed. I am going to give you the solid proof that market has never changed. And since 2001, the implementation of the price or the change the money deployed to change the price is exactly having same behavior as it was before. And the algos are operating with very simplest ROI formula 1 is to 2. They are consolidating price in a range. Consider that range as 1x. And when they are breaking the range, they are making that price to run for twice the distance. So it is very simple. Price will get consolidated or trapped between these two lines, and whichever line it crosses, it will run for two times of the distance of these lines. That's the only thing is happening since 2001. We are sitting in 2024. And if you don't believe this, I am going to show you enough proof for this. Okay. So as I know now, most of the participants are from this category, either of one of the category. You're not alone, guys. I was also part of this. I'm saying I spend more amount of time with chat than you. That's the reason I have a right to share this information with you. Even if you are spending the more time with the chat, I will also try to listen what is coming from you. Okay. So today we are in a race where I might be ahead in the race because I have spent good amount of time with the chart with very initial concrete study. If I tell you, after getting a loss of 8 lakhs on one single day, that was my birthday or day before my birthday in 2016. After that, I got freeze. I could not do anything because that amount was taken as a loan and I lost that amount in the market. After 3 4 days, I could realize the amount which I lost to recover that it needs another 3 4 years. And then there was 2 3 months of break, and then I started sitting with the chart. Initially 2 3 months I was frustrated, not knowing what is exactly happening to the chart. But then when I started observing chart closely, the one thing which I was missing is noting down everything. So what I started writing is 4 column data. First column is what chart is showing to me, what I can analyze based on the chart. This is before taking the trade. Once I'm taking the trade, I used to write what exactly happened after taking the trade to my mind and what exactly happened to the chart. So these 4 columns is going to give you a lot of clarity. And once you get that clarity, go and read any book, go to visit any YouTube channel. You will get to know all these guys, those who are promoting books, channels, whatever trainers, they have not spent enough amount of time with the chart, and we are spending it, and that's the reason we are going to get it. Okay. So let's again, as we have addressed, we are in the right forum. What you are going to understand with this discussion is all the traps which FIRs are building on the price, why they can build the trap, why they are responsible for building this. One simple understanding, they have enough money. They are, if you are aware of 3D printer, where we are putting plastic and it is printing something, we just need to feed the information that if you need a house, 3D house, the and if we are putting a plastic wire into that 3D printer, it is going to print a plastic house. Imagine a 3D printer is supplied with unlimited plastic thread and you are asking them to print anything. It is going to print anything until and unless the plastic is not getting over, it can print anything. It has no limit. And this is how is exactly happening to the stock market. The chart is nothing but a printing which is done by unlimited money. So FIs do have unlimited money and they know all the patterns. They know what you know. And because they know what you know, they can do anything about what you know. And that is how market is operated and retailers are trapped. So to trap you, I need to show you something which is known to you and to print with FI's money, it is very easy on the chart. That was very simple. And I understood this after losing 22 lakhs in the market. And when I understood this, I started with this hypothesis that market is scripted and it is manipulated by one single entity. So this session is going to reveal you the exact footprints of FIs in any instrument. If it is cryptocurrency, you are going to see it. If it is Bitcoin, if it is Forex, if it is index, if it is any stock, if FIs are present, you can clearly see their walking on the chart. It is going to alert us what is fake and what is real, because when they plan to switch the zone, trading in the zones, you might have learned, the book is really great, Trading in the Zones. That guy has a close understanding or very close understanding, which says that guy has spent, Mark Douglas has spent good amount of time with the charts, and that's the reason he has clearly mentioned trading in the zones. The guy says the market is switching zone based on the outcome and the interest of the participant. So one, if you look at the market, it will get consolidated in some zone, and then to switch the zone, it has to make some rapid movements. And once it is making that rapid movement, it has to again consolidate in another zone. And then market is dancing between different zones. And this move is responsible for the bread and butter of option buyers, and these moves are responsible for bread and butter of option sellers. Why market is scripted in this way? Because option buyer and seller have common platform where market has to serve both. In option selling, market is serving them with theta decay, and theta decay is like if you are keeping a water tap open, a slightly open, drop by drop you will find the water will leakage, and it will take around a year or around a month, or around a month or two to actually empty that entire tank, because it is coming out drop by drop. If you are opening that tap, then the flow is completely dynamic, and that flow is going to empty that water within short span of time. This is how market is running. The theta decay, if you see, theta decay is going to happen drop by drop, but once it is opening a tap, the flow is going to happen rapid. So it is going to take a short amount of time, it is going to take long amount of time. So this is how market is scripted. Market waits for the movement at least 82% of the time. It takes a time to create the movement, that is 82% of the time. And once market is sure, in 18% of the allocated time frame or allocated view, market is finishing its activity. So consolidation will happen for 82% of the times, and the movement will happen in only 18% of the time. So suppose stock market, Indian stock market or index runs for 6 hours and 15 minutes. In 4 hours, or an intraday view, in 4 hours market will go sideways, and next 1.5 hour or 2 hours market will be rapid. Every day this is going to happen, and I am going to give you the footprints of this. Then, are you the first one doing this? No, there are a lot of participants, they did not believe it for the first time. But as I claim, you can clearly make 4-digit, 5-digit profit, 6-digit, even 7-digit. You can see some of the screenshots where people are making 7-digit profits. This is 1 day profit. This is not monthly profit. This is 1 day profit for some of the participants. I stopped collecting screenshots after some time, but there are a lot of screenshots you can see. This is not your today. This is your journey after 1.5 years or 2 years. The whatever you're going to understand in today's session, if you have not understood in the right way, it is going to add delay in reaching to this level. Very simple. The simplest road to reach to 5-digit and 6-digit is spending 2.5 months in understanding price closely without focusing on green and red figures. if you believe me today, you are going to create around 12 to 15% returns per month with this tool, with this indicator. And even I guess today in one of the group, someone has also shown his results that he actually made 16% in 3 weeks. I think he's Neil or something. Let me just check later.
Yes, sir, I have.
Okay, so
It's
what is
Neil.
your
Yes.
experience, Neil?
Uh, Kindly, I mean, honestly, I'm speaking. I'll already have created that group now. I mean, that good I lived and then joined this group now.
Okay.
So I studied all these things, and that indicator also I'm using this week from Monday. So from Monday, 7 trade I achieved, but I took only in a first half only.
Mm-hmm.
So just one day, one trade I did in every day in 5 days, and all are profitable with the strictly stop loss, and I follow the trailing stop loss
Okay.
because my capital also I am doing only selling, not buying, because in selling, like the point can be I mean time decay also happening, and that
Yeah,
I
it is
mean that
additional
point
benefit.
also
Right.
moving, it will be more, make me the more confident about it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I made this good amount of money this way, and today I capture in the bank Nifty almost above 250 in a option premium. I'm saying,
Oh,
so it will be double in the index, so more than 500 points.
wow.
So that's why today that has on a single quantity, the single quantity with the capital of the 95 that amount.
95,000
So
only.
today yes, selling only. So I captured that. So actually, I what I did. So I mean, it is selling. That's why I took the highest. I mean, maximum. I mean that premium. The premium I made. I
Mm-hmm.
choose the maximum one. I
Okay.
mean above 500 because I am selling. So it
Right.
should be go down. That's why. Not the current. What is the indicator is showing 55,400 like that. Not
Mm-hmm.
I'm choosing that. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
going in the money. So in the
In the
money, I
money.
will
Okay.
the premium will be high, and that's why the decay will be, and that and this will point will be. So that's why I'm selling on the higher premium than
Good,
the
good.
indicator it is showing. Yeah. No.
Yeah. So as you are
Uh,
selling, yeah. Yes, please continue. Sorry.
Yeah, actually, I add into the indicator one thing,
Mm-hmm.
that is, so you said the 40 points.
Mm-hmm.
You keep when you entry it, so you keep the 40 points the entry, 40
Mm-hmm.
points the SL,
Mm-hmm.
and target I kept this. I mean I kept as a open. Okay,
Right.
so just my target is open, and I'm trailing the stop loss. So every 20, 30 point it's moved, so
Mm-hmm.
towards my position. So
Mm-hmm.
then I switch to the
Stop loss.
in the stop loss trail to the my entry point. I mean that is break even. Okay, then
Yeah.
again it is moving the 30 points. Then again I trail my stop loss to 20 points, or based on the swing low, swing high that I
Mm-hmm.
marked. Okay, in a 5 minutes or 1 minute. Then I
Mm-hmm.
above the swing high or swing low, I just mark
Wow.
that. So like that. So like that, I mean I confidently say like I am doing peacefully. I mean I just made that stop loss. Okay, and
Mm-hmm.
then I switch off my mobile and systems, and then I whatever the work I have, personal work I can do. So like today also I do it like that. So just strictly stop loss I made, and then
Mm-hmm.
I whatever my personal work. I mean I am as a IT working,
Wow.
so in a MNC company. So that's why my I mean office also 11:30, 11 to 11 I have to back to work. So that's
Mm-hmm.
why that I do. So before 12 I close my all the position, or I strictly
Oh,
make that stop loss. It
trailing.
will be hit, or till
Mm.
the target will be hit, whatever, like that.
Good to know this, Neil.
So it's yeah.
So even Neil, we are talking for the first time, right? Or
Yes, but in the group past group chat also we talk more. I see.
Yeah.
So I trade in crypto also, gold also. Gold also I trade today, and the position is going. So it will go up. That is another analysis, not with theory. So that is the price action I check. But
Mm-hmm.
in Indian market, I haven't do like that with your indicator. So it is really, I mean, it gave me the confidence to catch a big moon, because before that I haven't captured the small point actually. So
Mm-hmm.
because of the fear and light, but now that confidence is built
Yes.
past that what I mean 2 weeks, 1 week you can say.
Good to know this. Thank you for your detailed feedback.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yes. So this is just a beginning. I'm saying even we are refining this indicator. We are currently talking about the indicator. This indicator, I thought that I will create this indicator 3 years back, but those are there, like, since those who have believed on this indicator, those who have supported this thought, I would like to thank all the participants of Two Lines, those who have shown that patience, that someday that indicator will be there in the market. And today is very first impression. It is semi-automatic indicator. Believe me, we are going to create a fully automized indicator where you just need to tune this indicator to your trading account and it is going to handle everything. You just need to define what level of capital you want to deploy. It is going to calculate the risk. It is going to deploy the money. Everything is formulated. This is a uh, semi-automation thing. Just a moment. Let me just let me just show you what I'm talking about. I'm facing some challenge in handling soon. Okay, this is the one which we are talking about. It took around 3 years to reach to this level, and believe me, if we are meeting after 6 months, this is going to give us a better picture of the market and the better position. Now, whatever we are getting in hundreds, or it is 2 digit, 3 digit, but definitely we are going to get something which is bigger than this, because we are going to fine tune it. That's the reason I'm looking for beta testers. And you guys are one of the beta testers where I have given the full freedom to use this indicator without any charge. Definitely, I am going to charge it. And for all the participants, those who believed me or those who are part of Black Pearl level one, though those participants are going to get the major benefit out of it. They will get the highest discounts on the subscriptions. I am not definitely looking for subscription plan 8, but if I need some fund from the market to build a different level of maturity to this indicator, I am going to appoint some team which will refine the outcome of this indicator. Then I need that money and I am going to pull that money from this activity, or I'm as till now I have funded from my pocket. Whatever earning I'm getting from the market, I have funded something from my pocket and reached to this level. But to crack something next level, we definitely need computer vision based algo, which I'm putting 2 years of efforts now. If we want to get an outcome of that, we need some additional efforts, additional money for that. And then after putting that effort, it will be available to all the Two Lines participants, those who are believing this indicator. Okay. So let me again go back to the point. It is all about today, how you are going to understand this. Today's session is very important for me. Normally, people gets motivated after looking at the result, after hearing some stories from some participants. Everyone has some different story, but the journey will start with this first 2.5 months. Imagine a participant is making 16% return. So if he has 95,000 capital, 16% is nothing but more than 15,000 rupees. If you are going to scale the capital to 10 lakhs, this 16% will be nothing but 1.5 lakh. And for doing that, we need not to change anything in our understanding, even in execution. We just need to follow same technique over and over again. It is like Bruce Lee repeating one move 10,000 times. We should become Bruce Lee. So just understand the blueprint which I'm going to share with you and the two indicators. No one in the market in India aware of this. If they are aware, they are not openly sharing like what I'm sharing with you. And once you get this indicator, first take a benefit for your family. Do not commercialize it. In last 7 years, I got come across many situations where these skills, our skills, someone is using to make money by selling this to some other groups. Even I have seen many Telegram groups are using this. Just don't fall for that. Just try to take a benefit out of it. This is the blueprint you around which everything we have built. And once you know this blueprint, you can build it by yourself. You don't even need my help. This is this first level of help I am giving. If I'm giving this to you, I am giving a brain to you. This is a pearl mind. Whatever I have mentioned, the pearl mind is nothing but this two lines theory. Once you are aware of this two lines theory, it is applicable to any instrument. If you're quickly switching to Bitcoin, exactly what we have predicted to Bitcoin. Let me just check. जब भी मैं ऐसे ढूंढने जाऊंगा ना, मुझे कभी नहीं मिलेगा वो पोस्ट. ठीक है. But once you know this two lines theory, it will be very easy for you to mark anything on the chart, irrespective of the chart, and to believe every market, whichever market currently present in the ecosystem, it has FI's intervention, and if FI's intervention is there, it definitely you are definitely going to observe the patterns which I am sharing with you. So right now I cannot find Bitcoin. There was the recent post about Bitcoin. So I'm just adding a belief in you that you should believe. Okay, even what is happening to the Paytm, we will check Paytm. But Bitcoin was the best example. Next time I'll keep these links ready. Sorry, guys. This is Bank Nifty. अरे बाप रे. This is too much. Bitcoin छोड़ के सब कुछ आ रहा है. Give me last 30 seconds. Wow, got it. Good. This was very first post, 19th June 2022. Should take an important decision at 15,000. This is 15,000, and then Bitcoin has taken a decision. And this is how the journey started. We have marked the line. How can we mark line at exactly this point? We are talking about Bitcoin. We are not talking about any instrument. People says it is not controlled. I can show you it is controlled sideways, then 2x, sideways 2x, sideways 2x. And that's how we predicted. And after that, still Bitcoin is unable to cross the line we marked. Then Bitcoin has reached to 2x. Then what has happened to Bitcoin? It raised to 4x. One is it is reaching to 4x. Something is going to happen to Bitcoin. So this was before and this was after. At 70,000, it should take a halt at certain point. It has taken a halt. Then again sideways, minus 1x plus 2x. It should take a next halt at 94,000. Someone asked me what is going to happen to Bitcoin after 94,000. Okay. After 94,000, at 94,000, if you're watching something, this is a known pattern. Just check. Ranch. So from the known patterns, whatever we are going to learn is nothing but this slide. These are FIS footprints which are currently present on the chart. In Bitcoin, you have seen this. Even in Bitcoin, you have seen some of this. This is very strong pattern. If anything happening like this, the moment price is getting consolidated and running for only 1x and taking a U-turn, and after crossing this boundary again, when it is again coming to this zone, it has superpowers to reach to this level. This is what has happened in Bitcoin, and you can clearly see on the chart this one. How can I say confidently that it is going to take a leap till 94,000? We need not to worry about that, to think about that. It is definitely going to happen because this is FI's footprint. And then what has happened at 94,000? Again, it declined, and I have marked this 10562. You can see at this point, there must be some comment where I am clearly mentioning that price is going to take a halt, and this is what has happened. Okay. Where was that? Okay. Next halt should be at 105612. We are at this level. We were at this level, and I am marking this level 105612. In Bitcoin, we are talking about. And look at the Bitcoin. No one has power to cut this line. It declined by 30,000. Price was at this point. How can we predict this? If you are here to study this, then you are in the right forum. And once you are studying this, what you can do is what I did. I have got around 7,247 points in one single trade in Bank Nifty on 4th June. One single trade means one single day. Definitely, I need to initiate 3 different trades. But total points I caught in individual trade, if I consolidate all this, it is 7,247. And what was the pattern that time? There was another pattern, very simple pattern. It is part of blueprint which I have created in 2020. What has happened? This has happened. Price was stuck in the range, then travel for 2x, very sluggish manner, then had a sharp fall up to the boundary. After touching boundary, it took another run of 3x. So from this point to this point, it is 3x. So from this boundary to this boundary, it is 2x. The drop of 2x and the rise of 3x. What has happened on Bank Nifty is exactly same. Price was stuck in this range, traveled for 2x, sharp fall and sharp rise. No rocket science in this entire fall. I built my position with full confidence. by mentioning on the Twitter 2 months in advance that I am going to catch something, and at this point 9:15 I shorted or I bought put and I squared off my put at 12:40 the same day. Go and check the market on 4th June. What has happened at 12:40? It has touched to 4,320 points and it is an exit point. Okay. So my voice is sometimes louder because I'm quite emotional about this. Opportunity window is an alternative which is created for, this is an indicator created for investing. It is a one moment investing. It is like you just need to see the indicator trading view. Stay tuned for all the 3 days and you are going to access to these indicators. This is the indicator which is going to give you, this is current market price. If you want to deploy a risk of 5,000, just buy 134 quantity. You are done. If the line is green, then and only then you are going to see this calculation. If the line is red, you are still going to see the calculation, but line is red, then you need not to build this position. Okay, this is ready bid, and how many times it has given the signals. All the signals are captured. At this point, you could have also bought when the price was at 46, at 44, 42. You can see, you can calculate the average is sitting around 40, 39. And market is currently trading at 44. So even today, it is a big opportunity waiting for you. Why we should invest in R Power? With these 2 lines of understanding, I am going to share with you the projections of R Power. And if you are part of this community, you are going to get the updates before time. Seriously. अब ये ढूंढने जाऊंगा तो आर पावर भी नहीं मिलेगा. I'll try it again. Hash R power. Okay. Check the date even before. Something is cooking. Any post before that? 22nd August 2024. You guys were part of this market. 2024. This 22nd August. 22nd August. August. This is 2024. At this point, when R power was at 30, and even before that, we have identified. I think that should be also there. Yes. September 2025. It is about to blast. Read the disclaimer note in image carefully. Wait for weekly closing. It must confirm the decision. And you are going to see. Now, today I'm sharing with you, but R power has a potential of around 230 rupees. And it is going to decline at 75 because FIS needs to cross this line. This is very clear. Until and unless it is not closing beyond 75, it is impossible 230. And just go and check.
Hello.
Pankaj ji, previous analysis. Okay. I have not checked it. If you are sharing something, please share. I'll just show you on the chart. Hello, Vedansh. Where is the mark of 75? Can you see exact at 75? No one has power. to cross this. So Pankaj sir has also shared something. Wow. This is 205% returns already. That is what you are sharing. At 14, okay. You have taken this position at 14 with the same analysis or 1 or 2 year. Okay. You can still hold. You can still hold this until 230. Don't sell this. So this is a precision I am saying. This is the precision why it is not crossing 75. Let it allow FIs to cross it 75. It is definitely going to touch 230. Today we are discussing this. Tomorrow or maybe whenever it is going to happen, it is going to happen. No one can stop it because FIs participation is there and we have seen who is doing this. FIs are doing this. No one else. So the chart, whatever information is present on the chart is definitely a footprint of FI's money, what they are doing with the chart, right? And we are here to understand this. Just keep your patience. We are going to learn everything. This is, you can go and refer anytime. We are going to cover this selection criteria, not this one, sorry, this one. Nifty Bank Nifty overview, index manipulation blueprint, how Dow theory works, what is the primary, secondary, and minor trend, identifying different trending and non-trending markets, identifying uptrend, downtrend. All these things you need not to process now because we are already created indicator. But I am going to give you a background of our understanding so that while trading you will get that feeling that whatever you have studied is actually happening on the chart. Knowing OTM, ATM, ITM, entry, exit, holding rules, future options, everything you can do. Option buying, option selling. Now you have just seen what Neil is doing. He's using same skill, but he's selling options. So we have created shadow trading indicator that is nothing but the Pearl mind, which you are going to get an access. And this indicator is going to help you out with the 40 points logic. Now, after explaining this, do anyone has any doubt that are you part of right forum or not? On the scale of 1 to 10, show me or share your willingness to learn further things. Are you ready and have you understood everything whatever we have discussed till this point? On the scale of 1 to 10, plus share your first share your understanding. 1 means you have understood nothing, 10 means you have understood everything. On the scale of 1 to 10, please post in the chat box. Okay, if I'm not getting any response, that means no understanding for me. Good. I'm also getting 10s. 8, 9, 10. Average is around 9. Average is around 9. 8.59. Good. Okay, few more responses I need to proceed. Maybe some participants are new and I need response. Can this indicator be used for the stocks? Yes, for the stocks, but in stocks we are not trading anything, Siddeshwar. For stocks, we have created a separate indicator which I have shown you. This is opportunity window indicator. And if you want to do anything in the stocks, it is like investing. And for that, even indicator is ready. Not this one. The Pearl mind we are not going to use. This is even a small portion of Pearl mind. So Pearl mind is a huge indicator or is an indicator which can give us a position which we can hold till 2100 points. Currently, the portion of Pearl mind we are utilizing, and this indicator, the name of this indicator is Dashamastra. It is like with this indicator, you can capture 10% of the index move in option premium. It is like you can capture 10% of the option premium. So for stocks, we have different indicator. This one, and this is also, you are going to get this as well, but don't use this for trading, use this for investment. For stock trading, we need some additional insights that you are going to get in stock session, and some of the understanding you can get from index session, that is today's session, and the two sessions tomorrow. Okay. Anyone who is completely new, I need feedback what you have understood. Otherwise, it is like, for me, there are two ways we can learn this. There is one, first way is the way we are learning it right now. This is your way of learning. Like, these sessions are requested by participants, those who want to get aware to two lines. Why I'm calling this is your way, because I'm not putting in-depth discussions on every topic. I'm just addressing the topic and going for the next topic. So this is 5 day session. We also conduct 5 weekend sessions or 6 or 7 weekend sessions where we sit together for 2-3 hours. And that is my way session, where I ask every participant whether they have understood or not. Once they understand, then and only then we move to next topic. If the last participant is not saying that he has understood everything, we are not moving to next topic. But we cannot afford this in these short sessions. So that's the reason I need to ask many things on chat. Just put it on chat whether you have understood this or not. I got enough feedbacks, so I'll proceed with these feedbacks, and then we are moving to the core essence. So whatever we can do with this theory is this entire ecosystem, and everything you can do: build position, screening, filtering, holding position for longer duration, pyramiding. Even in index, you can build a position where you can catch 1,000, 2,000 points. That is also possible. Okay. So let's start with a simple basic understanding. To get this level of confidence, what is the very first step we should understand? That very first step I'm going to touch today. We are going to discuss this for next 30 minutes, and then we are going to stop. You will get some exercises, and we are meeting tomorrow at the same time. We may meet on Sunday, because Sunday is most of the times not free for everyone. So we may meet on Sunday, but we are definitely going to meet on Monday evening. So 3 sessions I'm trying to finish this time. I'm attempting this for the first time in 3 days. And first day we are very good, on good pace. Now we are actually touching the crux of this topic, which is how is this possible, and to make it possible, what are the different thought processes we have gone through. Okay. So are you guys ready for this? Those who are new, please post your feedbacks. Those who are old, we are conducting same topic in new way. So just try to accommodate, just try to follow the new method. Don't get confused. Yes. Thank you. So everything is around one common point, which is repetition. When I spend good amount of time with chart, what I understood, market repeats itself. And sometimes the moves are like this, sometimes the moves are like this, sometimes this. But when I closely observed the minimum possible move, there is always a minimum possible move in every move. And if we build something around that minimum possible view, I assume then we can be successful. And whatever results we are getting currently in the accounts or as an PNL for participant is nothing but the outcome of this thought process. So market, if it is scripted, if anyone is controlling market in some control points, still these level of moves where market starts from some point and it does not stop and it reaches to other point before taking the next alt or pause. And if I calculate this distance, this is clearly visible on the chart. This is so clear and prominent and dominant that you can clearly observe this every day. It is going to happen every day, and it is going to happen 5-6 times in a day, right? And I have built every understanding around this move. So once you know power of this small move, you can scale this. You need a training to handle this box or handle this move. If you are getting trained, you can definitely scale to another level. It is like you can start with 1x of your potential, 1x of your capital potential. That means if you have 1 lakh in your pocket, what you should do, just focus on this simplest move and try to get a small portion of this move in your pocket. How to do it, when to do it, what to do it, indicator is going to tell you. But don't cross the limit of this box, even this small box. So, as per my concrete observation, whenever price is moving on index, the moves, the price moves in the fragments of 0.33%. Any one of you observed this before? Market is there since inception, since 2001. How many of you have identified this before? Or this is a new fact for you? Just respond. Is this new for you or you are already aware? Before 2 lines. With 2 lines, definitely we have this understanding since last many years. But without 2 lines, is this new to you or not? So I can see 2 response and both the responses, this is new to them. What about others? इतने कंजूस क्यों हो रहे तुम लोग रिप्लाई देने में? Not before 2 lines. Okay, good. Now, do you want to see the proofs? Right? मैं कुछ भी बोलूंगा and you will believe ऐसा इस सेशन में नहीं चलेगा and you will not believe. I have never kept my chat box restricted or I have never blocked anyone in any of the WhatsApp group or Twitter group or any of the group. So I'm very open. If you have any different understanding, we can definitely discuss. But while discussing, you should have your opinion and your analysis to beat my opinion and my analysis. We should not beat each other with our words. We should beat each other with our analysis. If you have any stronger analysis than this, then we can definitely absorb this in 2 lines. So this is a kind of two-way exchange, and that's the reason I don't block anyone. If anyone does not understand this theory, then there might be some other theory waiting for that person and they can adopt this theory. Okay. So let me go to quickly to the chart. So today's chart, if we look into today's chart of Bank Nifty or Nifty, this is even applicable to Nifty. But I am fascinated about Bank Nifty because Bank Nifty has different potential, different power. It is a beast. I'll only focus on today's chart right now. And I'm going to mark 0.33%. This is first segment of 0.33. Okay. This is another move of 0.33. This is another move of 0.33, and there can be also up moves, but they did not have power to cover 0.33 distance upside. So this is the failed 0.33. This is another failed 0.33. This is another failed 0.33. So if we mark the 0.33 where they have achieved their target, those 0.33s are this one, this one, and this one. These three were successfully hitting 0.33, and these three were failed 0.33. And when I observed this, I have not only observed which 0.33 I should select. If you are looking into the chart right now, will you select these 0.33 moves, or will you select the green one, red one or green one? Just respond in the chat to take a trade. Which one is you find more reliable in moving 0.33% moves? And with current index, 182 points move on index is going to give us 90 points in the stocks, right? So the green one, even clearly we can see the green one are the right one. But are we aware of this fact before? Answer is no. I have processed this information over and over again for many years. And for me, many years counts from, it is excluding initial one year and 8 months. After even that, I have spent another 5 to 6 years in refining this. So the green one is our target. So this says market is currently giving us right 33-point moves, which are aligned in the downside direction. So with this chart on the screen, very first understanding every trader should learn is the profit and losses are randomly distributed in the market. When I say market moves in 0.33%, if you are catching this move and if you come across profit, then this was randomly placed. You cannot make sure that after this point it is going to move to the 0.33. Maybe we can also wait for this 0.33, right? Maybe we can also wait for this 0.33. But this did not work well because you did not have patience to wait. Even we can wait for this 0.33. But this did not work well. So market is randomly distributed with the opportunities of profit and losses. You need to refine your edge by knowing market, by understanding market more and more in terms of what is feasible to you. So for me, what is feasible is with all the suggested 0.33, all the shown 0.33, I had to select, not today, not tomorrow, over the period, I had to select the right 0.33 moves. And for that, I have created an indicator. And that indicator is nothing but very simplest indicator, that is two lines theory. So the moment price is crossing two lines, it is going to move for twice the distance of these two lines. So in this move also, there is micro move which is happening. And in this micro move, when the price is moving beyond this, it is going to cover this much distance. When the price is going to cross this, it is going to cover this much distance. When the price is going to cross this and close, this is going to cover this much distance. And I have built an indicator based on this. And then how that indicator shows us on the chart is this. Nothing rocket science. Definitely to arrive to this conclusion. So today's price action is this complete price action. So this was very first opportunity. 20, no, this is 25th. This is 26th. This is very first opportunity. This was second one, but it has not shown this second one. There is a reason why it has not shown this second one. And I am not going to explain this today, but this is a part of third day session, because when market is trending in one direction, it is cutting one trend, and then the moment it cuts or the moment the trend is enabled, it has a potential to come down till that point. The moment it created some big trend, then it has a potential to come down till certain point. The moment it is creating another big trend, it has a capacity to come down to the same capacity. And that is what has happened in this. And then it has only shown this, then it has skipped this, but it has again shown the next move, which is stronger than the previous move. And it is more reliable than this move. This might not be reliable this time, but if this move would have been this move, then it would have already shown in this chart only. Okay, I hope you are understanding my language. If no, then just let me know. Till this point, everything is clear? Just say yes or no. Okay, so whatever we have discussed in this big time frame, 5-minute time frame, I'll just give me a moment. I'll just look into the document. Whether that 16-page document, anyone has that 16-page document, or I'll look for that 16-page document. Yeah, analysis. I got it, I think. Okay, I got the document. I'm going to share this with you. This document is created December 2018. We are sitting in 2024. Bank Nifty, let's join to those 5%. Learn to earn, which 95% people lose in 0.5% of the move, and 5% people earn in 1% of the move later. Quite complicated. Let me make it simple. So that was my interpretation into 2018. Every market has buyer and sellers. Trading starts when buyers and sellers views mismatch. What is the purpose of FIIs? FIIs purpose is to pull buyers and sellers in some confusion. With it is not with some clarity. They build this confusion and then they create a mismatch in the view. And that's the reason buyer participate at the same point sellers are participating. And if buyer and sellers are not participating at the same time, the transaction will not happen. That means if you bought something, someone has sold you that thing. And if someone has sold you that thing, how that person is very silly, that person must be very silly. When you are buying, he's selling. It is a perfect mismatch scenario FIs are building on the chart. Why view mismatch? As a human, we interpret news, moves, chart, pattern. So if there are different understanding than FIs, if you're going to follow that, your view is going to mismatch. But if you have same understanding like FIs, you are going to take a benefit of it. So manipulation, as I say, manipulation is pain, ultimate pain, until and unless you are not aware of manipulation. But it is unlimited gain once you are aware of manipulation. Difference in the view moves the price, right? Buyer buys when they see growth. Seller sells when they see degrowth in the price. Okay, now this understanding was based on option buying behavior, because I was option buyer in that phase. I was not participating as an option seller, and this was the name of my entity. So before Two Lines Club, it was on 365 days. Buyer buy when sees. Okay, there are two types of powers operate in the market: retailers and wholesalers. So the price also moves with the two different strength. Due to two different mindset strains, there are two different zones in the market. First is the trading zone, and the second is the patient zone. TZ is the zone where most of the powerful takes entries and exit. Trending zone. PZ is the zone when the powerful attracts most of us remaining participants to take entries and exit. Powerful traders like powerful traders likes news. It creates a confusion. Now I am addressing FIs. FIs likes news. Why they like news? Because it creates a confusion in 90% of the retail traders, which help the powerful traders to confuse others, right? And then, okay, this is also the interpretation. News or events don't drive the market. Power drives the market. It is a mind of powerful people who drives the market. I understand the two rules: get confused and lose money, create confusion and make money. So FIs do create confusion, and we also understand. Now we have blueprint to understand their confusion, and we can make money. When big players pushes price into TZ, price moves faster within shorter period of the time. I am going to show you what is TZ and PZ on the chart. At least 1% of the index value. Okay, after that big players take a rest. This 1% today we are discussing, it is known to us in 2018. For that, price enters into the PZ. Now this TZ PZ might confuse you. I am going to show you exactly on the chart, just giving a background. When we are on the chart, you will clearly understand what blueprint we are talking about, right? When it's TZ or PZ, small traders always want to try their luck. And this is what the area where I have troubled or I have struggled a lot. And that's the reason when I struggled a lot, I renamed this as an patient zone. I need to make some patience. I need to have some patience in that zone. If I'm making some patience, I'm going to remove some extra trading efforts, or I am going to remove some over trading efforts from my actions. I am going to respond. I am not going to respond to the impulses, and that is what I have learned in trading in patient zone. Trading in PZ doesn't give any handsome profit to anyone as an option buyer, but it gives handsome profit to option seller. But my mindset was option buying, so this is biased towards option buying only. Money can be made only in TZ, in trending move. Small players waste their time, energy, and money, and to make money in PZ. So these small traders are nothing but option buyers, and option sellers utilize this opportunity and make their money. PZ is the zone where price goes nowhere. So two side fighting. The price is fighting to go down, and even it is fighting to go up. Both at the same time, and that's the reason it is not moving anywhere. I am going to show you on 5 minutes time frame first, then 15 minutes, then you want to see it on 1 hour. I am also going to show you on monthly time frame, highest time frame. Exact same behavior, nothing changed. PZ is the zone where price goes nowhere, and TZ is the price. Okay, 1% move in TZ. Price in, okay, this is what I have mentioned in the beginning. So price goes in PZ, goes nowhere. After every PZ, it goes for 1% of TZ. Then it enters into another PZ. Then it has either long door or short door. Like upside is the long door, downside is the short door. Whichever door it wants to break, it again goes through that door and covers 1% distance and again gets stuck. This is how price moves clearly on the chart. Okay. Price will not come out of any door until next 3-4 hours.
संपत आलं कॉल मी 10 मिनिटात जातो हा बर
Okay, sorry. I'll just mute.
ठीक आहे
Okay. Anyone wants to speak, they can unmute. I have just kept everyone on mute. 3-4 hours are enough to get to confuse others and trap others. In these hours, price shows that it is coming out, but moves in zigzag patterns. And now we are saying this as an funnel. when price moves in zigzag pattern, we are marking this as an, so zigzag is nothing like this, and then we are marking this as an funnel. Price gets trapped into the funnel. Normally, okay, in this 4 hours, price shows that it is coming out any of the side in zigzag pattern, but traps the buyers as well as sellers. Normally, I observed the target of trade taken in TZ once price moved out of PZ is double the size of PZ. Market moves in this pattern TZ, PZ, TZ, PZ, TZ, PZ, 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 TZ, PZ, TZ, PZ. It can be any sequence. You just need to understand in which structure currently we are in. Even now, after indicator, you need not to think about that. The structure itself is not going to give you the trades if you are in PZ. So it works in such a way that until big players create a significant PZ, they don't earn money in TZ. So if the trap is not built for ample amount of time, they know they cannot make 1:2 ratio or 2x returns in that opportunity. That is what is mentioned in this line. Purpose of just a moment. Purpose of PZ is creating confusion and TZ is creating huge amount of money. Till this point, have you heard this before from anyone? Are you hearing something new? Just let me know if this is new to someone or this is already everyone is aware of this. How many of you are already aware or not aware? New. Okay. Anyone who is listening for the first time? Is it mind boggling? Believable, unbelievable? To make it believable, yes. Want to say something?
Sorry to interrupt, sir. It's Neil here.
Yes.
That can you repeat that long door and short door? What is that?
Yes.
I do not understand.
Okay, I'll repeat that. Rest of the things clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we have changed the nomenclature of long door or short door, but I'll in the next slide it is clearly explained. Okay, so before going ahead, until this point, I consider everything is clear to everyone. With this understanding, we can move ahead. If anyone has not built any understanding based on this discussion or you are confused, just let me know before going to the next slide or next page. This is 16-page document which I've created in 2018. So can we take quick rating on the scale of 1 to 10? Till this point, everything is clear. That means 10, 8, 9. If confusion, that means 1, 2, 3, 4. Just quickly. We don't have enough time now. We have 10 minutes left. We don't want to extend this further. Good. So I am getting more 10. So I am considering this is a general view because some of the new participants are also marking 10. So let's go to the next slide. Thank you for sharing this. So this is a chart you can clearly see I have not created today. This chart also belongs to 2018. And this is how patient door is marked. You can see the upper boundary. This is long door, horizontal upside line, this one. Can you see this line?
Yes, sir.
This is long door, this is short door. These are nothing but in stock market, retailers normally buy at current market price, right? CMP is known to retailers. Like it is a single price. But for FIs, it is not single price. It is a range. And we call this range as patient zone, or this is how two lines theory starts. Market is always dependent on these two lines, the upper line and the bottom line. whatever they are cooking in this line is going to define a fate of the next move. And if you can interpret these two behavior inside these two lines, you can clearly mark the target, direction, everything without having any fear. Okay. So this is old understanding. Our RSI understanding is also changed, but I'm referring to the document just to show you the market was exactly same in 2008, 18, and we are in 2024. Even after 8 years, it is exactly same. Nothing has changed. So horizontal upside line, downside line, target line. This is not marked after reaching there. If you add this twice, you are going to get this line. Very simple. I'm going to explain in the next slide. We are analyzing everything as a trader. We are only going to utilize 5 minutes time frame, nothing else. Trending zone is the zone where option buyer should take entry, ride and exit. Entry, ride and exit. So after closing on this point, it should take entry, ride and exit. And we have also bifurcated this entry with 0.33 logic. We have also applied some rules, and then we can peacefully now ride these kind of entries. Patient zone is nothing but the distance between these two control points. If any moment you find the market is stuck between these two lines, how to identify that? It is very simple. We are going to discuss this tomorrow. How to identify the price will get stuck in these two lines is very simple, and we are going to spend ample amount of time. Entire 2 hours we are going to understand this blueprint. Don't miss tomorrow's session. This one. So these are nothing but those two lines. In the current example, market moved upside, so it went for 2x, and whatever we are seeing in the chart of 2018, what has happened? It is sideways and two boxes. Okay. So this is two lines theory. This is the core of two lines theory. Now I'll go to next slide. Patient zone of 102 points. So the distance between these two, the Bank Nifty was 26,000 that time, and 102 was the size of the patient zone, the distance between these two control points. And can you clearly see the funnel? Funnel is like this, more inclined towards the top. But if we mark this, this looks like funnel, right? Normally, those who are aware of chart patterns, they will mark it as an rising wedge, falling wedge, triangle pattern, flag breakout. We are not going to address it. That is not patterns which FIs follow. Their only core concern is trapping everyone in this range. Whether they want to trap everyone towards the upper boundary, bottom boundary or mid boundary, the purpose they are waiting here is they will not allow anyone to cross this boundary for next 3-4 hours until and unless they are trapping enough. Once there is an saturation, then they will allow someone to get exit. Right? So 102 was the point. Patience, sit and watch. When the price is in PZ, don't enter and ride as an option buyer. Entry is when the price enters into the trending zone. This is like exiting PZ, so entering into TZ. Two candles, one big candle. This was that time understanding. Today our understanding is completely changed, and we are going to cover that tomorrow. In tomorrow's ride. Ride move twice the size of PZ. Ride move twice the size of PZ. Exit when the price touches 2x. Stop loss. Even trailing was invented that time in with two lines, -15, -25, -35 based on the view. But we didn't have any concrete understanding. But you can see what understanding we have today. We had exactly same understanding, maybe 80-20% understanding that time, and then we have matured. We got matured enough after so many years. Now we have some powerful concrete understanding using which we can definitely trade this. Again, same. So market has also how they pull retailers. They tried to create a false breakout at this boundary. Okay. those who are following support and resistance, what they might have felt. Okay, this is the support. When price is reaching to, we are going to break the support, then we are going to break the next support, but did not happen. Then price has taken a U-turn. Now we are going to resist this because this is kind of resistance. Price is going to resist. Price resisted. Okay, then price will not come back now. Here price will again move up. But then again there is a false move. Then again there is a false move. The exact move happened after this point. And if you see, sorry, how long price went sideways, these are nothing but 3 hours, 4 hours of time. Till then, they have trapped everyone, right? And price is going nowhere. Even I used to mark during that time, go and watch 3 hours movie, come back and you will find market is sitting in the same range. Okay, ranges are limited less than 0.5%. That times the index size was low. So the market was getting stuck in 0.5%, that is 102 points. Movement is zigzag, time decay happens, and that's the exact spot where option sellers are earning from both the side. Duration 2-3 hours. Trending zone. This is 102 points. Let me clear this drawing. So trending zone 242 points, 102 points. CEPA logic is explained. This is PZ duration, TZ duration. Now you can see for this much amount of time, for 4 hours, price was in PZ and 1 hour price ran like hell. It has covered almost 200 points or more than that. 242 points example which we have taken. Even you can go through the summary. So this was the small PZ. Then at that time also big PZ was present. So the zones, if you see, price was trapped in a zone, then it moved for the target, then it trapped in another zone and it moved for another target. That is what has happened in switching the zones. This time the zone was of size 180. How many points? 257 points, I guess. 25,905 minus 26,612, 257. And this move has happened of the size 514. And if you calculate from 26162, if we add 2 times of 257, it is giving me 514, and that is 26676. 26676. It is so damn accurate. BNF example taken 12/11/2018. Right? So I hope my message is very clear. Two lines theory is powerful. And tomorrow, I have just given you a very small introduction or capability what two lines theory can do. Tomorrow, we are going to see this. The signals, red, green, blue. We are going to play this in and out. We are going to X-ray this. And then we are going to apply all this logic in understanding all these behaviors, which is nothing but the final patterns, FIS patterns. And once you are aware, if you would have aware of this pattern before 2020, I am saying, you would have made a money like hell in the entire fall. So I have also shown some example. This is before Sitaraman candle. This is Sitaraman candle. These two lines present on 1 hour time frame. The range between these 2 points was 1600 and exact 2 times fall, and market got stuck. And this was the pattern followed. This is how the crash has happened. When market went sideways, so after Sitaraman candle, market created another high around 3200 points. I am going to explain this in detail. And when the price has broken this, it should have broken to 2x. But it has broken third X as well and entered into the fourth X. And that's the beginning of the entire COVID fall. And with this logic, we could build an understanding, we could predict the market well in advance. There are some screenshots. Cannot present in. Okay, there. Can you see this prediction? Just let me know if it is clearly visible to you. This is COVID fall. We exactly market is going to take a halt at this point, and up to 17,400, no one can stop. Up to 49,000, no one can stop. You want to check on the chart, just go and mark this level 17,409 in Nifty, and you will find there is a great run and someone has applied break at this level. There's not one chart, there are thousands of charts, but I have marked some of the important charts. This is the same chart which said Sitaraman candle will be there. This said Sitaraman candle will be there. This chart says Sitaraman candle will be there. And if you exactly see how Sitaraman candle looks like, this was the chart, the same representation. This is Sitaraman candle. If you compare both the charts, these are same charts, same structure explained in. So the struggle was happening in the chart. If there is a struggle in falling down, there will be a sharp rise. That was common understanding. And with this understanding, market took a rise of these many points. Because 1600 points, market was falling down by 1600 points. Okay. I hope you have got the core insight about this. You can also go and check my Twitter account where Ukraine war we have predicted. And then we'll come back to this. We are then aligning all this understanding around this. And on top of this, we have built something. Catching 40 points can take you from 1 lakh to 1 CR. This is what we are going to cover in next 2 days. So stay tuned. And before closing this session, let me open the forum for you for next 5 minutes. If you have any queries, any expectations, please let me know so that I will try to cover those in coming sessions. If you have any feedback, you can just unmute and share your feedback with me. Anyone wants to say anything? Okay. I assume a clear no from your side. You can at least post your comment in the chat box. If you like this session, you can also post something on WhatsApp group about your own feedback, how you find this session interesting, not interesting, or your expectations, like exactly what you need from this session. And once you are clear with your expectation, I can definitely align because I have a lot of things to discuss. I have selected few points. These points are covering only 0.001% of the entire theory. Imagine what could be the potential of this theory. Thank you, Neil, for your direct feedback. But this is how market is interpreted, not with candlestick pattern, chart pattern, with a data which is functionally present or fundamental data. We are not going to cover that. We are exactly going to talk to the chart in completely different way. And then when the chart will talk to you, it is going to change the entire game. So I assume everyone has understood and we are on the same level. Still, if you have any query, you can post your queries in the group. I'll address those queries before next session or in the next session. But thank you for your patience. And thank you so much for listening to someone who is unknown to you, believing into someone which is still not useful to you. But I can definitely guarantee you, spending this 10 hours together is going to change the tone of your family. If you understood this opportunity in the right manner, if you execute this in next 2.5 months, the way I expect, it is not your way. Execute this opportunity with my way of understanding. Start riding cycle. You will definitely ride Mercedes in coming time. I'm talking about price action. Start riding with small lots. You're definitely going to ride 100, 200, 500 quantity over the period. Okay. Samsung, I cannot understand what is your real name. Please give me your name so that I can add you in WhatsApp. But if you still want to be part of WhatsApp, you can just ping me 6968 झाला बाबू क्लोजेस करतोय. Thank you, Siddheshwar, for showing the interest. And definitely, if you are becoming part of Two Lines Club, we are going to change the entire game. Now you never know what is coming, and it is really huge. I don't want to disclose this, but whatever coming in Two Lines with AI and ML alignment is going to change the complete nature of Two Lines theory. I cannot guarantee it today because I have already spent 3 years on that. uh, First 1.5 year was without having a clear direction. Next 1.5 year with clear direction, but without team. Now I'm going to build a team. I'm going to feed some money in that activity. I'm going to enroll some great minds to execute this. So stay tuned. I need support from all the sides, even from it is like even from the side which is uh, it is like not only in terms of money, in terms of time, but contribution from your side. Just try to test this indicator to a level where we can refine it to completely next level. Even one thing I would like to share with you. Are you aware of you Masters Union? Are you aware of that? Who is that? What is that institute? Just go and Google it. I'll just share this link. Yes, Siddheshwar, I'll share that indicator with you. Maybe I give me 1 or 2 more days and then it will be with you forever. Don't worry about that because I need to create some understanding before using that indicator. Otherwise, it will not be used to the optimum level. Okay. Yeah. So let us close this session today. And okay. So I got one request to discuss about BNF chart.
Hello,
So yes.
Akshita. Akshita here. Just want to that today market halt at 14,499. So we were discussing this 1400 range.
Okay.
So is it going to reverse or should we expect till 2160?
Okay. Let me quickly check this. So
If we check body to body, it is 1440 only, I guess.
okay. So session point of view, we are finished. Those who want to stay, they can stay. And this recording I'll be sharing with all the participants. And I don't want to cover other topics, so I'll just quickly review the current chart. And for this analysis, we are going to cover Akshata the next session. But quickly, I'll check whether what has happened, and then we will close this session because this recording may be referred by someone who is looking for the initial sessions and he may not understand this. So I'll just quickly still I'll do it. But those who are listening for the first time, don't look into this. Oh my goodness.
मराठीत बोलू का? ते 1440 पर्यंतच होते मला वाटतं आणि
And it is
2160
2160 as well.
बियॉन्ड गेलाय 2160 च्या. सो अप टू येऊ
Closing.
शकतो ना. वन डे मध्ये नाही चेक केलं.
वनडे मध्ये नसेल गेला.
वन डे मध्ये नाही गेला B2B
नाही गेला. भावेश आहे का?
नाही होता भावेश केला म्हणून.
ठीक आहे. आय थिंक इट इज व्हेरी क्लोज टू 160.
आणि बरोबर इथेच हॉल्ट घेतला म्हणजे 750चा पीझेड दिला पहिला वरती आणि मग त्याचा 1x आला खाली तो. आणि नंतर ते 292चा जो पीझेड बनवलेला ना आता 24 सप्टेंबरचा त्याचा 1x म्हणजे शार्प दिला तो 1x आणि मग 2x केला 292चा जो 750च्या बाउंड्रीला होता.
ट्रेंड वाइज इट इज शोइंग 2160 डाउन साइड जातोय.
ओके.
Because we are beyond 2160 from the top, right? So that means we can find 2160s falling down. This was the maximum stretch, and after that market should have taken a halt at 750.
750.
But it has not. So again we should see this. This is current understanding. Now we also need to check the stress in this price. If there is a stress and if the 1400 below 1400 is close, then we should forget about upside. Then this is going to happen 2160 falling down.
ओके. 1400 चं टाइम फ्रेम 15 मिनिट्स मध्ये चेक करू का म्हणजे कसं B2B
15 minutes I think because it is beyond 750. So 750's range is 750's time frame is 15 minutes. So if there is noise in 15 minutes, we need to go to B2B on hourly. Okay, hourly मध्ये जायला लागेल 750च्या बियॉन्ड आहे ना. So 750 will be B2B in hourly, right?
येस.
हा मग hourly मध्ये चेक कर. hourly मध्ये क्लोजिंग बघायला लागेल. hourly मध्ये इट इज बियॉन्ड
कट टू कट झालाय 14,444.
हा so one more day
34.
one more day will give us clarity. Not to worry. ठीक आहे.
आणि आज घेतलेला तो ट्रेड अर्ली मॉर्निंग म्हणजे 9:30 वाला तो इंडिकेटर बघून त्याच्यामध्ये आले मला 40 पॉइंट्स.
ग्रेट. अभी वो बिटकॉइन जैसे मिंट करते जाओ 40 पॉइंट्स. मिंटिंग मशीन है वो. आई एम सेंडिंग दिस संजय कदम एनालिसिस डॉक्यूमेंट in the chat. Hope everyone can download that. Also, I'll be sharing in the group if needed. Okay, so pirates. Okay, why I'm calling you pirates? Don't get offended. We are operating these batches with the concept of Pirates of Caribbean. Every batch is a Black Pearl. I am Jack Sparrow. You are participant of Black Pearl. This is Black Pearl 15. So that says Black Pearl 14 have 14 batches are already covered. And now you are part of Black Pearl. So you have onboarded Black Pearl and now you become a pirate. Now our activity or our motive is to steal pearls from the market, steal 40 points from the market for rest of the life. That's the only thing we need to do with lot of support from two lines theory. Okay. So thank you pirates and let's meet tomorrow at I will try to start session at 8:30.
Okay, bye bye. Good night.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Good night.
Good night. Closing session for everyone.